What is San Diego like during Comic-Con 2020 now that it is canceled? Well, we are around the San Diego Convention Center on the date that Comic-Con was supposed to begin. Comic-Con Thursday. Check it out on Jaycation next. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video in this San Diego series. Today, I am exploring an empty San Diego Convention Center. And today, it's usually filled with people. This crosswalk is usually filled with a bunch of Comic-Con enthusiasts and fans. And right now, there's no one to be found. I would like to say that San Diego is a ghost town right now, but there's still a lot of people out and about. Right now, let's go around and check out the convention center. If you guys haven't subscribed and hit that notification bell for my newest videos, please do so now. Comment below, what do you think about Comic-Con at home, a virtual Comic-Con this year? If you guys want to support me even further on this channel, check out my Patreon where I offer exclusives to my patrons. Check out the different tiers. Anyways, guys, let's go check out the convention center. Check this out, guys. There is a memorial for Comic-Con 2020. People leaving their Comic-Con bags, and there's even a candle. Look at this, right next to the tin fish. Usually all the activations are around this area, but check that out. So people are tripping, man. They have a freaking memorial for Comic-Con 2020, but then again, you can make a argument that I'm tripping, that I'm out here filming an empty Comic-Con 2020. We are passing Exhibit Hall C, which is usually where all the bigger displays are, the bigger comic book companies. But there still are quite a few people around here. Look at this, people on their scooters. Through the looking glass, look at that, sad, empty. This is usually the liveliest place in the world. And I'm in area A and B right now, where all the merchandise and comics are sold. And then you hit the very end of the convention center, and that's where they have all the video games. We could be scanning in right now and trying to avoid people that haven't taken any showers, but no, we're here in an empty Comic-Con. This is the usual pathway to get to the Marriott, where they have other things. People stay here, and you can also take a rest, take a break at this Marriott, and this is the pathway to walk to it. But once again, nobody. So other than a couple of joggers and people just walking around here, this is a pretty empty Comic-Con. We're gonna head over for some lunch because I'm hungry right now. We're gonna head over to the Top Gun bar, which is Kansas City barbecue, because I haven't been there in forever. And it's not really a Comic-Con tradition for me, but right now Bub's is closed. So I just want to have a little bit of that Kansas City barbecue. This area right here is usually where the Comic-Con merchandise is and other conference centers. The Marriott Marquis San Diego Marina. Usually there's a line here on preview night, which was last night, but nope, not a single soul. The Manchester Grand Hyatt, where a lot of people stay, a lot of the celebrities stay. It's one of the nicer hotels here in downtown San Diego. And I usually take a load off in the lobby right over here. And usually this area, like I said, is hustling and bustling, but nope, it's dead. Right there, that red awning is where we're gonna have lunch. That's Kansas City barbecue. That's the famous Top Gun bar. We're also at the very edge where Seaport Village is and the headquarters. There's a Cheesecake Factory and a Puesto location in there. And here we are, Kansas City barbecue, the original Top Gun bar. Now this is the bar where Tom Cruise was picking up on his girl and singing, "You lost the love and feeling, whoa, that love and feeling." See that? They even have the Comic-Con advertising up right now. But they're open for business, and the patio is open for business. All right, guys, so we're here at Kansas City Barbecue now, AKA the Top Gun bar. I got the open-faced baby back ribs. I'm gonna try that out, try the sandwich. Got some potato salad and some French fries. There's a little picture op you can take, but I'm sure with COVID you can't use that right now. And the little fighter jets that Tom Cruise was using. All right, so before I start eating, gotta disinfect. Now that I'm gonna start drinking this water, take my mask off. I also think that it's really important for us vloggers to set the standard and practice these social distancing rules and show it on camera, because if we don't and people are watching it, we're just not setting a good example. So set the example, YouTube. It says it's the sleazy bar scene here in July 85. Now check this out. I got the potato salad, thick cut french fries, and boom, the baby back ribs, open face. So good. All right, Jaycationers, now it's time to munch down on this huge meal. Now it's $16.95, but you get 2 sides and huge baby back ribs. This is the potato salad. I just love potato salad. Now they give you the thick cut fries. I'm all ready to go with my potatoes. Now let's try out some of these ribs. You got the barbecue sauce right here. Sprinkle a little bit of that on there. Straight off the bone, baby. You may actually even be able to share this with 2 people or just take it home for later. It's also technically an open face sandwich. So it has a couple slices of bread with you. Dip it in the barbecue sauce. So I usually grab the pulled pork here, the boneless, to put it on the open face sandwich. But I wanted to try the ribs this time around, and the ribs is amazing. Got to get the barbecue sauce with it. And also I got dinner tonight because you guys know I'm a weak eater. All right, let's look around this restaurant a little more and let's head off back to the convention center and check out the empty Comic-Con. Got my little to-go bag for dinner tonight. Here's the bar area. Check that out. This is where homeboy was playing the piano and they were singing. Kelly McGillis. She's old now. This guy never ages though. So growing up, I've gone here, but I never watched the movie until this year. So this is crazy to see all this cool Top Gun stuff and see where the scene was filmed back in '85 when I was not born yet. Or was I? I also think this is the area where Maverick was sulking, drinking a beer, and then Kelly McGillis came in at the very end of the movie and they reunited. KC Barbecue is right by the trolley tracks. Thanks for serving me.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. We miss Comic-Con.
Yes, definitely. It's always a lot of fun.
All right, so that was a great lunch over at Kansas City Barbecue. I haven't been there in like 10 years and it's my first time since watching the movie when I actually watched the entire movie during quarantine on AMC. Now we're gonna head back over towards the convention center and reminisce about Comic-Con past. Hey, we got Comic-Conners in the house. What's up, guys? Comic-Con 2020. We actually got some empty Comic-Conners like myself over here. We're back in Gate B. Now, usually this area is full of people coming in and out of the convention center and scanning their badges in and out. They're also taking a little load off, taking smoke breaks, meeting people. And yeah, this is an awesome convention center, but it does need to get bigger. Now those stairs, people do their exercises in. I've gone up and down those stairs in the past too on my runs. And that's where Sales Pavilion is. Sales Pavilion is usually where you do all the autograph raffles. There's an autograph area there. Spend a lot of time there in the mornings trying to get autograph exclusives. So now we're headed down towards Hall H, but I wanted to talk about losing Comic-Con possibly for good if San Diego doesn't extend and build a bigger convention center. San Diego is known for making it hard to build things. Like, it took forever for Petco Park to get built, and we want a convention center expansion because of so many people coming here for Comic-Con. It's not happening yet, but I hope it eventually does because we can't lose Comic-Con. We lose millions of dollars in money if we don't. All right, guys, so we're passing G. G is usually the inside where Artist Alley begins, and then they have the big TV networks and the big movie network booths like AMC, the WB, and Fox, and all these other booths. And then at Artist Alley, you have all the smaller artists and the Funko booth too. Now we are approaching the famous Hall H. Let's see if we can get that sign. There it is, the Hall H sign. Now usually over here is, we've spent some nights over on this lawn camping out for Game of Thrones autographs and whatnot. Now this right here, there's two different lines that go through this area, and there's usually canopies that surround it, and this whole area is usually blocked off by security. Usually during Comic-Con, this area is the Hall H line mixed with the everything else line. So if you're trying to get everything else or try to get in other places, that's where the canopies to line up are. Now we're gonna head over towards the Hilton where the Indigo room is, which is another place that Comic-Con uses for different panels. So this right here is the Hilton, and inside the Hilton is the Indigo Ballroom. Techno Park is off right here in the distance with the famous walking bridge right there. And this area is usually where there's other activations for video games and more lines and lines of people usually. But right now it's just people hanging out, exercising, and just people watching. Usually this place is lined up with people for Hall H and for the Indigo Ballroom. This time last year, the Indigo Ballroom, the line was over in this area. As you can see right now, the Hilton is actually closed off. This usually would be packed of chairs, umbrellas, and tents right now, but now it's just a few bikers and runners and a few homeless people scattered around. All right, now we are skating by where the lawn is, where all the different fun activations are, where you usually have to sign up. And then over here on the bay, they had a Vikings funeral where they burnt a ship one of these years in Comic-Con. And then all the yachts we're approaching here is usually where like TV Guide and ET, they do all their celebrity interviews on these yachts. And it's just a good way to show off how beautiful San Diego is. There's a little look at the famous Sales Pavilion. Quiet on Thursday of Comic-Con 2020. These stairs right here are usually the area where like Funko people line up to get their Funko raffle tickets and other autographs. This is where the overflow goes all the way down there towards the Marriott. This is the area where you usually find all the LARPing going on. And sometimes you'll find a stormtrooper around this area. This right here is Sales Pavilion. They usually have tents here where people can hang out and relax. And Sales Pavilion is empty right now. This is usually where the Fox and WB have their raffles too. Not anymore. And sadly, there's the empty Sales Pavilion. Today was supposed to be the first day of San Diego Comic-Con 2020, but due to COVID-19 and the pandemic, it was canceled, and now they have a virtual Comic-Con at home going on, which is for free for everybody. But yes, so sad right now. Usually a place that's got about 3 million people coming in and out, and then in the next week, it's empty. There's a beautiful view of the Hilton and the San Diego Coronado Bay Bridge. It's crazy, there's a lot of steep stairs around here. And people that don't get a lot of exercise attend Comic-Con, but they power through it. The adrenaline and energy get them through these things. All right guys, so we're headed out towards where the Hyatt and the Marriott is, where all the yachts are. Usually this is just an area where, like I said, the overflow is for people, and then people just traveling back and forth to their hotels to take a break. We are here at the Embarcadero Marina Park with the backdrop of the convention center. I got my Arya Stark t-shirt going on, and it was so unfortunate because this year was my first year getting a media pass for Comic-Con for Radio Filipino America, and I'm not going to be able to use it. I'm able to do the Comic-Con at home and do all this media virtual stuff on Zoom, but it's not the same as having a media pass here. Now it carries over to next year, so hopefully next year I'm able to get my media pass and show you guys around Comic-Con 2021. I've been going to Comic-Con since 1999, and this is the first year that it's ever been canceled. All right guys, so now we are leaving Embarcadero Marina Park. I just wanted to get some nice views of the convention center and film other parts of the video. We are now approaching Seaport Village. I'm gonna get out of here, get towards the Gaslamp Quarter. After a few years of using my Ego 2 longboard, the battery is actually still pretty good. Now it's on red now, but I'm pretty much done here. We're gonna head towards the Gaslamp, just check out, see how restaurants and stuff and dining is doing over there, and then head out, call it a vlog. There's the trolley running right now. Now if you take that all the way south, it'll take you to Tijuana. I'm telling you guys, if only I could have this electric skateboard during Comic-Con, oh man, I'd be able to get around so much faster and life would be so much easier, but you can't have your skateboard with you unless you're dressed like Marty McFly and make it look like a hoverboard. All right guys, so we're hopping on the board. Usually this street is open, so I'm gonna board it right now. Passing the famous Gaslamp sign. Check that out as we go away from it. Now this area is usually blocked off also during Comic-Con. A lot of people, a lot of costumes are around here. We got the old spaghetti factory, Toscana right here. Now we're just gonna turn the corner, but look, outdoor spots are open. That's the ballpark right there. This is the Marriott where Altitudes is. And my parking garage is just right here. And this is my favorite parking garage. Now you have to reserve your parking spot if you do have it for Comic-Con. So you have to do that through the Comic-Con website. So that's a little bit of Gaslamp Quarter for you. Now check this out. There's also a City Tacos right here at the gates of the ballpark, left field. Really sad to see Lucky's lunch counter boarded up. This is usually where we grab breakfast. Me, Jello, Randy, Uncle Jack, and then our favorite hangout spot, the one place where we met Arya Stark. And one of these booths right here is where we met Maisie Williams, right there. It's closed down because they don't have enough outdoor dining to support themselves. So usually the outdoor dining is only this area, but there's so many more seats on the inside. We go to Bub's so much that that's probably our main place to eat at the end of the night. That's where I meet all my cousins to congregate and head home to Mira Mesa after our nights. Down the street, they have basic pizza and also Oscar's seafood and Lolita's. And those are other places that we also like to go to during Comic-Con to eat. Now this bar right here is center field in Gallagher Square. The outdoor dining overlooks the park at the park. That might be a place where you'd like to go during a Padre game if it stays open. Oh man, I don't see Oscar's, but look at this. Basic didn't used to have outdoor dining, but they're using their extended sidewalk as a dining area. All right, I was gonna go around the ballpark, but my board is on low. Guys, I got bad news. Oscar's is no more in downtown. So you're gonna have to go to the other locations. Not the one here at the ballpark because it doesn't exist anymore. This is the Tony Gwynn statue. If you work hard, good things happen. And it looks like right now, the Padres opening day is tomorrow. Probably today because I released it the day of opening day. That's the Diamondbacks practicing. They're here early to practice. The ballpark will be closed. This park will be closed during games. So this is the closest I'm gonna get to a Major League Baseball game this season, right here. They open up tomorrow. Padres Diamondbacks, 6:10 Pacific time. So that's it from Petco Park. I just wanted to check it out. It's just the Diamondbacks taking batting practice right now. I know we were here last week, but I just wanted to see it again. But right behind me, right here to my right shoulder, is that patio I was talking about where you can go dine and hang out. Roaming the streets of Petco Park. Before you used to go laser tagging up there, and the Walking Dead maze, the Walking Dead where like zombies chase you, they have it within the concourses up here in Petco Park. They haven't done it in a couple years, but yeah. And then one time they were giving away Game of Thrones stuff for free right here. And this is the Omni right here, and this is another space where they have special activations like a Game of Thrones activation in the past. All right, Jaycationers, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed an empty Comic-Con and maybe you lived a little bit vicariously through me and shared some memories about Comic-Con. Hopefully Comic-Con will be back next year here in San Diego. This is the famous Gaslamp sign. Please guys, subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't yet. I have tons more content to come here in San Diego. We're hitting up Coronado and we're hitting up other spots around town, so check that out. Comment below, what's your favorite moment of Comic-Con? I'd love to know. Also guys, hit that like button. Check me out on Patreon if you want to do some exclusive content from me and become a patron. You'll help me in my future travels in 2021, hopefully once we're able to travel safely. Anyways, from San Diego, California, and in the words of Ron Burgundy, stay wandering, San Diego.